Hello children, today I am going to teach you poem The Bold Peddler and Robin Hood, written by Francis J. Child. So here bold means very brave person, that he won't fear to anybody. Brave person, bold, we are calling he is bold boy. So bold means he was a brave. And peddler means a person who sells goods on the street, any things, any goods or materials, whatever he was selling on the street, on the road. You may see so many people, they are selling the things on the roadside. So they are calling as peddler. That they are keeping some things on their back or on their bags, they will keep and they will roam here, and they were walking and they were selling the things. You may see in here also so many people, they are selling so many things on the street, maybe vegetable or any bags or kerchiefs, whatever it may be. Some people, they were roaming, they were walking here and there, and they were selling the things. They are calling as peddler. So here what and Robin Hood. What Robin Hood? Here three characters are coming here. One peddler, one Little John, and one more Robin Hood. So this poem written by Francis J. Child. He was very famous in writing the ballads, means Janapada. So here about the poet Francis James Child, born on 1st February 1825. 1st February 1825. That Francis J. Child, born on 1st February 1825, was an American scholar, educator and folklorist, best known today for his collection of folk songs known as the Child Ballads. Folks means also Janapada. We are calling in Kannada Janapada Geetegolu. That one song, it contains one story only. ಆ ಒಂದು ಹಾಡನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಥೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಸಚ್ ಎ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ poems are calling as folks or ballads. So he was very famous in writing the child ballads, means ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕತೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ poem ಅನ್ನು ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಕಥೆಯನ್ನೇ ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಿದ್ರು. ದೊಡ್ಡ poem ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕತೆ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು. So such a type of poet Francis J. Child. Child was a Boston professor of rhetoric and oratory at Harvard University. What rhetoric means? The art of learning, speaking and writing course. That he was very famous in that one. Rhetoric and oratory means the place, society of priests. You know, the priests we are calling, they were in churches usually. They were going to do that worship and all their priests. That the group of priests society is calling as oratory. Rhetoric means the art of speaking and writing skill. That one is calling as rhetoric. So he was in Harvard University. He did learned that one, and where he produced influential editions of English poetry. He got influence from that there only, that to write the poem, English poems. In 1876 he was named Harvard's first professor of English. See that Francis J. Child was the first Harvard University professor. He declared as the first English professor from Harvard, a position which allowed him to focus on academic research. It was during this time that he began work on a child ballads. He did research, so many researches on child ballads, and he started to write on that, and he started to write the poems in a form of ballads. The child ballads were published in 5 volumes between 1882 and 1898. 1882, between these 1898. Between these he published 5 volumes of the child ballads, and they are the major contribution to the study of English language folk music. So it helped so much to learn about the English literature. So this is about the Francis J. Child, who wrote Bold Peddler and the Robin Hood poem. So here children, that I want to give you that. Do you know about Robin Hood? Can you recall a legendary story of Robin Hood? Usually this name again and again used in the poems and English literature. Robin Hood. Did you remember anything from about him? Any poem or any story? So here also one poem given about Robin Hood name only. The person who sells things on roadside is calling as peddler, and he will carry things on his back. That in a bag or a backside he was going to, he used to carry the things, and he was selling by walking only on the road only. He wants to sell his things, is calling as a peddler. Okay, so now I will start the poem with model reading and explanation. There chanced to be a peddler bold there chanced to be. He put his back all his back, and so merrily trudged over the lea. See, moving forward, that what he did, that peddler, he was walking on the road, and he kept all his things on his back. On his back he had one bag, and he put all that things, whatever he wants to sell, no, all that things he put on his back, and he was moving slowly on the road to sell that things. Merrily means happily. Merrily means happily. He was selling the things happily. Trudged means moving forward. Trudged means moving forward. That what that peddler did, he had some things to sell, and he put that one on his backside, and he was moving slowly on the road with happily, because he wants to sell his things, and he was walking by the road. By chance he met two troublesome men. Troublesome means who is troubling others. Some are very happy in troubling others. They have such a type of character that troublesome means they won't be silent. They want to give something trouble. Troubling others. Giving trouble to others. That troublesome means troubling others. Without troubling, they won't live. There's such a type of character. On character, some people they have, because they want to trouble. Unnecessarily they were interfering, and sometimes they were giving trouble to other people also without any reason. They will come. They will come and they will start to give the trouble. ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಿರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ತಾವಾಗಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತಾವೇ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡಿ ತಾವೇ ಜಗಳ ತಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಾವೇ ರಂಪ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. Such a type of people is calling as troublesome. What happened here, children? When peddler was walking on the road to sell his things, no, he met two troublesome. ಇಬ್ಬರು ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಅವನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಭೇಟಿ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. Who are they? See here. Two troublesome men, they chanced to be. The one of them was bold Robin Hood, and the other was little John, so free. See what happened here? He was happy in selling his things. That he was walking by the road and he was selling his things. He was happy. But two persons came. First one, Robin Hood, and second one, Little John. They came and they started to quarrel with this peddler. What happened here? See, some people, they were happy by giving trouble to others. That is the nature of some few people. They don't know each other. Okay, that peddler, he don't know about that Robin Hood and Little John, and that Little John and Robin Hood, they also don't know about this peddler. But they met on the road only, and they started to quarrel. Why they quarreled? See here in the next page. Oh peddler, peddler, what is in the pack? In your, thigh means your pack. What things you are selling? That one person asked in that two troublesome one asked to peddler that, oh peddler, peddler, what is there in your bag? ಏನು ಮಾರ್ತಾ ಇದೀಯಾ ನೀನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. Come speedily and tell to me, that person called, that peddler, come here, what you are selling? I wants to know. Show me what you are selling, what things you are selling. Show me, come fast and tell me. This type, that person, one person, that troublesome person, one asked to this peddler. I have several suits of the gay green silks. Gay means light green silks. Answer given. That peddler said that, what you are selling? It seems that two persons asked, no? So peddler said that I am selling light green silks and silken bowstrings by 2 or 3. Bowstrings. Here he handed, here see children, that bow and strings he had. He was selling bow and strings and gay silks. And he said whatever he was selling, whatever on his back. That peddler said to the two persons, if you have several suits of the gay green silk and silken bowstrings 2 or 3, then by my body cries little John. He began to cry. That immediately that two troublesome, one was little John, no? He started to cry. That all belongs to me only. Whatever you had on your back, all belongs to me only. Gay green silks and bow and strings, everything I want, all belongs to me only. And he began to cry loudly. ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಆ ಹುಡುಗ ಅಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾಲು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು, ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ನನಗೆ ಕೊಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ವಿತೌಟ್ ಪೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿ ಮನಿ, ವಿತೌಟ್ ಎನಿ ಬೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, he started to cry to give all that things to him. Then by my body cries little John, 1/2 of your pack shall belong to me. See, without purchasing only he is telling 1/2, means whatever he had the things, no, on his back, that half should give to little John. He started to cry loudly. ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಅಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಏನೇನು ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಅರ್ಧ ನನಗೆ ಬೇಕು. ವಿತೌಟ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್, ವಿತೌಟ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ he started to cry to give all that things, half things ನನಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕೀಗ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಅಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. Oh no, said the peddler bold. Oh no, that can never be. That peddler said, without payment no one will give. Is it children? That if you wants to take something means you should pay for that. ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ತಾನೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Without paying no one will give. Even one single chalk piece also no one will give. We have to purchase that one also. One pencil also we have to pay and purchase. But this small boy, without paying anything, he started to cry loudly that he want half part of the things whatever he had in his bag. ನೀನು ಹತ್ತಿಕ್ಕಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಸ್ತುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ half I want. You should give me. This type he started to cry loudly. Then what happened? The peddler said, no. Nay means this is the word form of no. No, I won't give. Why I should give without payment? Why I should give? This type peddler asked to that little John. No, I won't give. No, I will not give. Without payment, I won't give anything. You pay me, I will give you the things. This type that peddler argued to that little John. For there is never a man from fair Nottingham, name of the place this is. Nottingham means this is the name of the place. Can ask 1/2 my pack from me. That he is telling, that peddler is telling, no one has such a dare asking without payment to ask my things. Without paying a single paisa, you are asking half of the things of mine. No way. No one is having so much dareness to ask me without payment half of the things of mine. No, I won't give. This type peddler said. Then the peddler, he pulled off his bag and put it a little below his knee. What he did? He take my whatever things backside he have, no, he pulled that one and put near his knee. He put that one, and what happened next? See here. Saying, if you do move me one perch from this, my pack and all shall gang with thee. See what he said? You push me. Okay? Then I will give everything to you. Without payment only, all things will be yours. Okay? Then come and fight with me. If you won, I will give all things to you only. Without payment, I am going to give you. This time, peddler challenged to that boy. The peddler by his back did stand. They fought until the both did sweat. What happened here, children? That peddler, he took backside whatever he had no things, he pulled that one and he kept near his knee and he called that little John, come and fight with me. If you want, I will give all things to you only, not half. A whole bag only I will give to you. Come and fight with me. He called that little John and they started to fight each other. ಜಗಳ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. Then what happened? That sweat came so much rudely they started to fight each other. Till he cried, peddler, pray hold your hand. That little John started to cry. That peddler, he started to give nice fighting to that little John. He started to beat that little John. Then that little John started to cry loudly. And he said, peddler, please hold your hand. Pray means that old version. Pray. Please. Old English, this is calling as pray for please. That what happened? That little John started to cry loudly. And he said, peddler, please leave me. Don't hit me. This time he started to cry and talk to peddler. Next, then Robin Hood, he was standing by and he did laugh most heartily. Then what happened here? Two troublesomes were there, no? That two trouble giving persons, he met that peddler. One was little John. That he argued that he has to give half of the things of his bag. But peddler was not ready to pay. He said, you fight with me, win with me, then I will give everything to you. Then little John started to fight. But in front of peddler, he defeated and he started to cry. That time what happened? One more person was there. That is the Robin Hood. That what he did? He started to laugh loudly. Robin Hood started to laugh because John was a little one. So he thought that little John, no, he defeated with that peddler. But Robin Hood, he was a young and energetic person. That he started to laugh. ಜೋರಾಗಿ ನಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಸೋಲ್ಸು ನೋಡೋಣ ನೀನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು he started to laugh loudly. Saying, I could find a man of smaller scale. That he said, I will win. Robin Hood said, with laughing only he said that I will win you. To the peddler he said, I will win you. No matter to me. I will fight and I will definitely win on you. This time that Robin Hood loudly laughed and said to that peddler, could thrash the peddler and also thee. He said, go you try master, says the little John. That what that Robin Hood said, I will exhausting that I will beating nicely that peddler. I will give a nice punishment to him. He made fight with you, no? I will nicely giving fight to him. This time that Robin Hood said. And that little John, he encouraged to Robin Hood. Go master, you will definitely win. You go and fight with that peddler. You hope fight ಮಾಡಿ master ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು little John ಅವನು ರಾಬಿನ್ ಹುಡ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. Go you try master most speedily. That he said. He encouraged that Robin Hood. Go you go and fight. Okay, that peddler. Go fast and fight with him and win. Go. That type he encouraged to that Robin Hood. That little John encouraged to Robin Hood to fight against peddler. For by my body, says little John, I am sure this night you will know me. That Be careful. Again also Little John said, be careful about that peddler. He will hit nicely. This type he said. But today you will understand what I am. That Robin Hood said, na ಏನು ಅಂತ ಇವತ್ತು ನಿನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. See how I am going to do the fight. Then he started to fight with the peddler. Then Robin Hood, he drew his sword, and the peddler by his back did stand. They fought till the blood in streams did flow. Till he cried, peddler, please hold your hand. See, that Robin Hood, he drew his sword. He brought a sword and he started to fight with the sword with that peddler. But peddler also, he was not also easy person. He also gave tough fight to Robin Hood, and he also started to fight. That blood like a stream, ರಕ್ತ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹಳ್ಳದ ಗತೆ ಹರಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಚಲುವಾಯ್ತು ಮೈಯಾಗಿದ್ದು, ಅಷ್ಟು ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹೊಡೆದಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಬ್ರು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. Then at the end what happened? Again Robin Hood also started to pray to that peddler, please hold your hand, don't beat me, okay, stop. This type that Robin Hood said to peddler. And Robin Hood also started to cry. That Little John also started to cry, and that Robin Hood also started to cry with fighting of that peddler. Oh peddler, what is your name? See, now quarrel stopped between that three guys, that two troublesome Little John and Robin Hood and peddler. They fought very nicely, but what happened? Ultimately that peddler only won, and now they wants to become friends. After fighting, they wants to become friends, and they asked the name of the peddler. Come speedily and tell to me. Again he said, what's your name? Tell me fast. ಏನು ನಿನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Come, my name I never will tell. That peddler said, no, I won't say my name to anyone. I never said to anyone. ನಾ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. Till both your names you have told to me. The one of us is the bold Robin Hood, and the other is Little John so free. What happened here? That he said, I won't say my name, but you tell your name. One Robin Hood and another one Little John. That they said their names. That both they said their names, but that peddler didn't say his name. He said, I never said to anyone. ನಾ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೇಳೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಇವರಿಬ್ರು ತಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. One is bold Robin Hood and another one is Little John. Now says the peddler, it lays my goodwill, whether my name I choose to tell to you. I am Gamble Gold of the gay green woods. He started to say, but he didn't say his name, but he said something about himself. He introduced himself that he belongs to green woods, means place name. That is the name of the place, that he belongs to that place. That peddler, he belongs to that place, and he said some history about himself, but he didn't say his name. And I traveled far beyond the sea for killing a man in my father's land. See, this was the actual story of that peddler, that he killed one person in green woods. He was with his father, but what happened, children? There he killed one person and he escaped from that place. He escaped from that place and he came to here. And he started to sell some things and he started to lead his life. He said that in my father's land, means that is only green woods. I killed one man and I escaped from that place. And from my country was forced to flee. Flee means run away. He ran away from that place. That where he killed, no, he ran away from that place and he came and settled in another place. ಓಡಿ ಬಂದು ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಕೊಂದು ಹಾಕಿ ಓಡಿ ಬಂದು ಅವನು ಬೇರೆ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ತನ್ನ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ನಡೆಸ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. I traveled far beyond the sea, he said about himself, but he didn't tell his name, but he said his history. that in green woods he killed a person and he escaped from that place. He ran away from that place and he came to this place and he was leading his life. Then Robin Hood recognized that person. You are my mother's own sister's son. That Robin Hood recognized that peddler. That when he said his story, no, on that basis of that story only, that Robin Hood recognized peddler. That you are my mother's own sister's son, means cousin. That he recognized, you are my cousin. You are my mother's own sister's son, means cousin. That Robin Hood recognized the peddler as his cousin by listening his story. What nearer cousin can we be? That means close relationship. Means mother's own sister's son means cousin. See, we have a close relationship with our cousins usually. In holidays we are meeting each other and we are enjoying. Is it? That cousins we have so much close relationship. So now they both became close relatives. That Robin Hood cousin, that peddler. They sheathed their swords with friendly words. Covered with sword. See, sword means that khadga. That keeping that sword, that one thing, instrument they are having. That they kept in that one on the sword. They kept inside that leather and they started to talk happily. They become friends, good friends they become. When Robin Hood recognized that peddler as his cousin, they immediately stopped quarreling and they started to laugh and to talk each other friendly. So merrily they did agree. So happily they accepted the relationship. That peddler, when he said his story, that immediately Robin Hood recognized that him as his cousin and they started to be friends and they started to laugh and talk to each other and they accepted that relationship very happily. They went to a tavern and there they dined. See, pub. They went to a pub or club we are calling, They went there and they started to eat and drink there and cracked bottles most merrily. See what happened here? The bottles, that wine bottles, they started to cheer each other and they started to eat and to drink and to be happily. They started to talk each other. So this is the poem, The Bold Peddler and the Robin Hood, written by Francis J. Child. See here, this is a big poem, but what happened here, children? Here one story only is there about peddler, Robin Hood and Little John. So, in short, I will explain you the summary of this poem. That peddler, a person who is selling on the roadside that some things. That here also on peddler, he was walking happily and he wants to sell his things to others. But what happened? He met there two troublesome persons. That one was Robin Hood, a bold Robin Hood and Little John. And that Little John said that what you have the things in your bag. That he said gave green silks. Means light green color silk I have and a bow, he said. That Little John said that half of that bags, whatever the things are there in that bag, half belongs to himself only. Without payment he argued that things belongs to him. But Robin Hood was not ready, that peddler was not ready to give. Without payment, why he was giving, no? So what happened? That he started to cry loudly, that Little John. And he said, you win me, then I will give whole bag to you only. Then they started to fight each other, that Little John and peddler. That Little John, he defeated and that peddler won in that fight. And what happened here, children? Next Robin Hood came to fight because the two guys came to talk to peddler, no? That next chance came to Robin Hood and he started to fight with that peddler. And there also that peddler defeated that Robin Hood. And what happened here? At last that they said their name. They wants to become friends. And they said their name and they were eager to listen this peddler name. But that peddler didn't say any name. but he said one story that when he was in Greenwood with his father, he killed one man and he ran away from that place. He escaped from that place and he settled here. Okay, this time that peddler said, when he said his story, immediately Robin Hood recognized that he was his cousin, and they become friends and they accepted the relationship and they started to talk happily. And what happened here, children? At the end, they went to a club and they enjoyed there, they laughed there, they talked to each other and they become good friends and good relations. This is about the poem The Bold Peddler and the Robin Hood. I hope all of you understood. So, this is not for memorization, no problem, but you have to read the poem again and again and try to write the answers for the comprehension. Okay? Thank you.